morning, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and welcome to today's meeting with state-owned enterprises and other special entities.
Public sector institutions, enhancing efficiency, and achieving sustainable national development. As we convene here today, I am reminded of the immense responsibility that rests on our shoulders. We are custodians of Ghana's state assets, entrusted with the sacred duty of managing these resources for the benefit of our people. It is therefore our collective responsibility and duty to ensure that our SOEs operate with utmost integrity and sustainable national development. As we embark on this journey, I want to assure all of you that SIGA is committed to supporting you every step of the way. We will work tirelessly to ensure that our SOEs operate with the highest standards of governance, transparency, and accountability. In our quest to promote efficiency and profitability in Ghana, especially with respect to the SOEs, we must view good governance not only as a moral imperative, but as a business imperative as well. At SIGA, we firmly believe that our relationship with SOEs must be horizontal, not vertical. A partnership based on mutual respect, shared responsibility, and a common goal of improving performance. We are not here to dictate to you, but to collaborate. However, we will demand that which is enshrined in the Act of SIGA from all entities. Ladies and gentlemen, the foundation of any high-performing enterprise, whether public or private, is sound corporate governance. As stewards of national assets, we must adhere to the highest standards of transparency, accountability, and ethical leadership. Weak governance structures lead to inefficiency and financial mismanagement. But where there is strong governance, there is resilience, growth, long-term success. I urge you all to continuously strengthen governance practices in your respective agencies and entities, ensuring that decision-making is guided by professionalism, integrity, and strategic foresight. Beyond governance, we must embrace the challenge of transforming our SOEs into world-class enterprises, entities that are not only financially viable, but also globally competitive. The time has come to move beyond survival to sustained value creation. This means investing in innovation, digital transformation, capital and human capital development, and operational efficiency. It requires us to rethink our strategies, optimize resource utilization, and foster a culture of excellence. I dare say that the key to unlocking the potential of our SOEs in Ghana lies in their ability to adopt best practices, innovate, and adapt to changing markets and societal circumstances. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are at a turning point where incremental change will not suffice. What we need is a bold, decisive action, a collective commitment to make our SOEs models of efficiency, profitability, and national pride. We will therefore reflect in our negotiated performance contracts with SOEs and other state entities for the 2026 financial year, which will be signed in December this year. Mr. President, I wish to extend our deepest gratitude for your unwavering commitment to reforming Ghana's SOEs. Your leadership and vision have inspired us to strive for excellence, and we are honored that you are here with us today. I trust that today's engagement will be productive, and I look forward to an open and insightful conversation on how we can collectively drive this agenda forward. Once again, welcome, and let's work together to make Ghana great. Thank you.
Austin.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, Honorable Ministers of State, Honorable Deputy Chief of Staff, Acting Director General of SIGA, the chairpersons and members of the Governing Board of Specific State-Owned Enterprises, the Country Director of the World Bank, colleagues, our brothers and sisters from the media, distinguished guests, all other protocol observed. Your Excellency, it gives me great pleasure to address this important governance session in assessing specific state-owned enterprises and their performance in the years past. This meeting could not come at a better time than this. In fact, it has followed two important meetings of state. The first is the National Economic Dialogue, and the second is the National Budget. Your Excellency, our state-owned enterprises are going through very difficult times, times that profitability has eluded almost all of them. Mr. President, some specific numbers that we've seen so far indicate, for example, that the Electricity Company of Ghana, for example, has recorded consistent losses from the year 2021. In the year 2021, they made a loss of 1.46 billion Ghana cedis. 2022, 8 billion Ghana cedis. 2023, 5.96 billion Ghana cedis. The Ghana Grade Company made a loss of 93.5 million Ghana cedis in 2022, 8.6 million Ghana cedis in 2023. Gihok Distilleries reported a loss of 25.1 million Ghana cedis in 2022 and 25.5 million Ghana cedis in 2023. Mr. President, this one surprises me. Even the alcohol making company, is making losses. Graphic Communication Group also saw a consecutive losses of 3 million Ghana cedis in 2021, 4.4 million Ghana cedis in 2022, and 15.1 million in the year 2023. The Ghana Cocoa Board, the largest loss-making company, also saw 2.4 billion Ghana cedis loss in 2021 and 3.8 billion Ghana cedis in the year 2023. To put these figures in perspective, in the year 2018, only 2 state-owned companies, state-owned enterprises made some profit or paid dividends. Your Excellency, they are the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and the Ghana Reinsurance Company. In the year 2019, this number increased from 2 in 2018 to 3. The GPHA, Ghana Re, and TDC. And they contributed 14.4 million Ghana cedis, all three of them. However, in the year 2024, Ghana Port and Harbours Authority started making losses. And we recorded a new company that has declared dividend. The State Housing Company replaced the GPHA. And the three of them, being the State Housing Company, the Ghana Re, and TDC, together contributed a dividend of 28.7 million Ghana cedis. Mr. President, these persistent losses does not reflect the potential of our state-owned enterprises. Unfortunately, some of them are posing significant fiscal risk to the economy of the Republic of Ghana. The two most threatening and most worrisome is the ECG and the Ghana Cocoa Board. To reverse this trend, we must implement a bold turnaround strategy that transforms loss-making state-owned enterprises into financial viability and self-sustaining institutions. The strategy will include capacity-building initiatives to strengthen leadership and operational efficiency. The second will be the enhancement of corporate governance training to ensure strict regulatory compliance in all state-owned enterprises. The third is a financial discipline and strategic decision-making to restore profitability. Your Excellency, I would like to highlight a critical issue facing specific state-owned enterprises. And this has to do with the compliance of the financial reporting obligation. Mr. President, the Public Financial Management Act, Act 2016, Act 921, outlines a clear financial management and reporting requirement for all state-owned enterprises. Section 95 of the Act mandates that state-owned enterprises must prepare annual accounts no later than 2 months after the end of each financial year. State-owned enterprises must submit audited financial statements to the minister within 4 months after the end of their financial year. Moving forward, the Ministry of Finance will be working closely with SIGA to ensure strict compliance of this regulatory requirement. Your Excellency, I came here with copies of the Public Financial Management Act to distribute to all state-owned enterprise heads. And I expect that Section 95 will be strictly adhered to. Mr. President, I want to end by urging all state-owned enterprises and heads of institutions to buy into your vision. A vision to restore hope, a vision to work in transparency, and the determination that you have always led us, the determination to do good to the people of the Republic of Ghana. I thank you.
Rise as we invite His Excellency to give us his address.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Kindly be seated. Let me acknowledge the Director General of SIGA, and to save time, just say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all of you are welcome. Thank you very much for being together with us. I hear I missed a horror movie. And Shamima put the question, whether after watching that movie you are still prepared to go forward. And I heard aye. She didn't say as many as are not in favor say no, so I'm putting that question. As many as are not in favor say no and just walk out, and we know that you are not prepared to be part of this reset and this reform. I think you all voted aye. So you're part of the reset agenda, and we expect something completely different from you. The reports we would look at next year will be the report for 2024. So really, your performance will show when we do the 2026 review. That will show for 2025. And I'm going to come and sit in that review, and we will mark you based on your performances. And if you're not matching with the pace of the reset agenda, you might be asked to step aside. And so if that adds to the horror movie, that's the intention. Thank you. Thank you for your presence this morning and the opportunity to address you. This morning's activity is not just a forum for discussion, but a decisive call to action, demanding bold leadership, accountability, and an unwavering commitment to excellence from you as chief executives of state-owned enterprises. This meeting reaffirms my commitment to the promise of a shake-up of all loss-making SOEs and realigning them to break even and transition into profit-making. As you have all noted, my 2024 campaign promises and the 120-day social contract with the good people of Ghana were not mere rhetoric. The 2023 State Ownership Report produced by the State Interest and Governance Authority, SIGA, reveals the inefficiencies affecting many of our SOEs. And this demands that we act with conviction and courage to tackle the systemic challenges confronting these enterprises. Many of our specified entities have operated inefficiently for far too long. They've been burdened by waste, underperformance, conflict of interest, and a complete detachment from national interest. Many of our SOEs have been used as mere instruments for generating personal wealth for persons appointed to positions within the entity. And who are the ones responsible for this situation? It's the chief executives, the management, and the management boards of these enterprises. Some of these enterprises have become perennial loss makers, draining public funds with bloated budgets, unjustified allowances and perks, and unnecessary expenditures, while relying on government bailouts as if they were entitled to them. Indeed, many of your entities are at their lowest point in the entire history of the Fourth Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, the era of impunity, mediocrity, and financial recklessness must end today. I'm happy you clapped. It's not going to be business as usual. We are going to reset your entities. The Ghanaian people have entrusted me with the responsibility of resetting our nation and our economy, and I don't intend to betray that trust. My administration's first 120 days has set the foundation for a new era of governance, anchored on efficiency, integrity, and tangible results. In fulfillment of this social contract, we have implemented a lean government as promised, confirmed a complete list of cabinet ministers within the 14 days promised, and will soon publish a strict code of conduct for all public officials. As I said yesterday, you are among the category of public officers obliged to declare your assets upon assuming office, and also upon leaving office. A lot of your predecessors have failed to declare their assets, including ministers and CEOs who have left. And so the Auditor General must follow them and get them to comply. The Director General of SIGA will ensure that you all comply with your assets declarations. The Auditor General will submit a list of those who have complied by an agreed cutoff date, and those who fail to comply would be sanctioned, including possible removal from office. My vision for reform is clear, anchored on performance, accountability, and national interest. Under my leadership, specified entities will be transformed into engines of growth, aligning with our goal of a 24-hour economy that expands job opportunities and drives industrialization. At the center of this transformation is SIGA, which will evolve from a passive observer into an empowered enforcer of national interest. SIGA will act as a command center and be equipped with executive authority to 1, negotiate and enforce performance contracts with heads of entities. 2, conduct regular in-depth assessments of SOE finances, ensuring transparency and exposing mismanagement. 3, issue binding directives, implement compliance mechanisms, and intervene directly in underperforming entities. 4, commission independent audits to identify inefficiencies and financial leakages. And 5, set and monitor performance metrics with tangible consequences for non-performance. Loss-making SOEs will no longer be tolerated. They will be swiftly reformed, they will be merged, privatized, or shut down. Corruption, procurement fraud, and financial mismanagement will be prosecuted strictly, and boards that rubber stamp poor decisions will be replaced. The practice also of, in a few cases, using entity resources and funds to indemnify board members from accountability must cease immediately. SOEs must deliver strategic value, particularly in energy, transport, manufacturing, agriculture, and finance, to support Ghana's industrialization and the 24-hour economy initiative. Entities like the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, the Ghana Grid Company, Ghana Water Company, Ghana Cocoa Board, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, Metro Mass Transit, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Agricultural Development Bank, National Investment Bank, and telecom SOEs must play pivotal roles in ensuring that the people of Ghana have stable electricity, water supply, production efficiency, transportation, digital banking, and a cashless economy that operates 24/7. Additionally, our SOEs must be at the forefront of Ghana's economic transformation. They must play a vital role in implementing our administration's key initiatives, and these include the 24-hour economy policy to stimulate job creation, enhance industrial productivity, and optimize national output. The Accelerated Export Development Council, which has commenced work to promote exports as part of our broader strategy for economic transformation. The Women's Development Bank, which has received its initial seed funding and will soon be operationalized. The Jumaura National Apprenticeship and 1 Million Coders Program, all of which have been funded in our first budget to expand employment opportunities for young people. Ladies and gentlemen, we appointed you because we have confidence in you, and we expect that each of you will lead with professionalism and urgency to fulfill your mandates as follows. 1, to operate your entities as competitive businesses, not political offices, by innovating new revenue streams and eliminating dependence on government bailouts. To conduct operational audits to cut waste, streamline procedures, and enhance service quality. And to achieve this, you have to think outside the box. Don't say that is how it's always been done. To tie compensation to measurable performance metrics, including financial results, operational efficiency, and transparency through public financial reporting. Your entity cannot be making losses and you are demanding salary increases and bonuses. It's not acceptable. To comply with statutory requirements by submitting audited financial statements to SIGA no later than April 30th of every year. This, as the finance minister told you, is non-negotiable and indeed is part of the PFMA, and we're going to exact compliance. Embrace research and development to boost productivity and reduce reliance on public funding. And then collaborate with SIGA to drive transparency, accountability, and innovation. I've directed SIGA to compile and submit a report to the Senior Presidential Advisor on Governmental Affairs by mid-May each year, detailing all entities that fail to meet the deadline for submission of audited financial statements. We will enable swift action against non-compliance. Failure to deliver results in any area will not be excused. And as I said earlier, if you're not prepared to be part of the reset, now is the time to just walk out. The Ghanaian people deserve better and will not accept mediocrity. A World Bank assessment report, and I thank our World Bank rep for the statement he made. A World Bank assessment report revealed that governance gaps, fragmented oversight, and outdated regulations are the root cause of our poor SOE performance. To tackle these challenges head-on, the Public Financial Management for Sustainable Development Program will be supported with support from the World Bank, is undertaking a study under the auspices of SIGA, as he told you. These in-depth analyses are expected to produce comprehensive reports with actionable recommendations for cabinet approval and implementation. The selection of entities for evaluation is meticulous. It targets 120 specified entities, including 50 state-owned enterprises, 16 joint venture companies, and 54 other state entities. The evaluation process will commence with the first batch of 16 selected entities. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a future where our state-owned enterprises are beacons of efficiency, innovation, and excellence, driving growth and prosperity for our nation. That future is within our reach. But to exploit this potential, we must embark on a transformative journey. We must streamline governance structures. We must eliminate redundancies and infuse our decision-making processes with discipline and agility of the private sector. By embracing public-private partnerships, we can access specialized expertise and boost operational efficiency without sacrificing our core values. This bold new approach requires a national rebirth marked by courageous decision-making, calculated risk-taking, and an unwavering dedication to excellence. Together, let's revolutionize and reset our SOEs and unleash a brighter future for generations yet unborn. And my final word, our nation Ghana stands at a turning point. We cannot afford the complacency and incompetence of the past. We have confidence in all of you who have been appointed to these agencies. We've made significant progress in less than 120 days, but this is only the beginning. Our commitment to reform will not waver. Under the guidance of God Almighty and our own resources and expertise, and working hand in hand with the people of Ghana, we will build the Ghana we all want. And I'm committed to leading this transformation, and I call each of you to join me in doing this. Together we shall reset our economy and build a prosperous future for our country. I thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We appreciate. Right. So we are going to have to quickly run through the remaining items before His Excellency takes.
Then after
Menu makwekwe sa asempa kania. Se menam na meti asempa na mamo amane a na ma no keka me. Anyem bia wate ANS Trading Agency Limited nka. Se wo ka se door to door for no de na watwa. Esanse obie ne wa wo se wo ho sa door to door business nim. Wo nneoma wo UK a wo de ko Ghana. Ana se Germany a wo de ko Ghana. 3 to 5 weeks e bekwa kodu nipa ne puno anu se try. Na de mo demonstration ko wo se adwuma de we mu ne se wo ho bo no. E da fom se boko. ANS Trading Agency Limited. Ewo air freight special service. Ano nneoma ne ye de befa play. Entintempa na akwa kodu. Obetima fa sa akwa we ya so de nneoma free Ghana akwa UK ana Germany. FAGG dem which na also agina ye na men drop bomb. ANS Trading Agency Limited pe and a 40 footer any 20 footer container. Ya for UK ediko Ghana ana Germany ediko Ghana. Omo manuoma ye mere import o export o dem there for you. Omo Ghana na money 0249 170 423. UK has over free 0790 802 7527. Germany 09173 771 2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantam. Wana beboya baso. Maybe next time in your fill up from the bebro.